I am Rahul Chandegra from Dr. Subhas Technical Campus in Degree Electrical Engineering Department. Today's our topic is time domain analysis. In previous unit, we studied the different theorem like superposition theorem, Norton's theorem, Thevenin theorem, maximum power transfer theorem, source transformation theorem, and also we learn how to use KVL, KCL, and Ohm's law. By using KVL and Ohm's law, we can do the nodal and mesh analysis or loop analysis. By using KCL and Ohm's law, we can do a nodal analysis. And then we studied star to delta conversion and delta to star conversion. So this is all things are a basic knowledge, and most important things is voltage divider rule and current divider rule. So we have already a material for that. So I will share with you. In this video lecture, we will study the time domain analysis. So in this lecture, we will study what is time domain analysis, source free RC circuit and source free RL circuit, then step response or force response of RC circuit and step response of an RL circuit. So a first order circuit is characterized by a first order differential equation. RC it means resistor capacitor and RL it means resistor and inductor. So RC and RL circuit, the equation to analyze RC or RL circuit is a first order differential equation. So RC and RL circuit are also known as first order circuit. To analyze the resistor circuit, algebraic equation are needed. So however, because of the memory effect of capacitor and inductor, it means it will store energy. So capacitor also store the static energy and inductor store the magnetic or in the form of current and capacitor in the form of voltage. The time differential equation are involved. So lots of natural phenomena can be modeled as RC or RL circuit. The RC and RL circuit can be seen as circuit itself or can be seen as model to describe the behavior of other physical elements. Now the sources. So first of the source free circuit, or we can say the initial condition when any of energy source are not connected with the circuit. So it's called a source free circuit. So the energy is initially stored in capacitor or inductor, and the energy cause current to flow in the circuit and is gradually dissipated in resistor. So in this independent source like DC, AC, or we can and exponential sources. So we will study the DC portion in this unit for the independent source. So starting from the source free RC circuit. So in this circuit, one resistor and one capacitor are connected. So the DC source of an RC circuit is suddenly disconnected. The energy stored in C in capacitor is released to resistor. So this is the direction, this is the node, this is the direction of IR, and this is the direction of capacitor current. So capacitor, when it is charging, the direction is different. When it is discharging, the direction of current is opposite, and the voltage bit of capacitor and resistor as is V, because it is in parallel, so the voltage of R and C is same. So by KCL at this node, so the KCL statement that leaving current equal to entering current. So here the both the current IR and IC, capacitor current and resistor current, is leaving from the node. So the summation of leaving current, it means IC plus IR equal to entering current, but here there is no any current that is entering to the node, so equal to 0. By the Ohm's law or IV relation, so current of capacitor equal to C dV by dt, C dV by dt, and the current of IR equal to V by R. So we will put this equation in our KCL equation, so it become a nodal analysis also. So after putting the value of I suffix C and IR, the current of capacitor and the current of resistor, so it is C dV by dt plus V by R equal to 0. So by taking C common or divide the C by each and every term, so first divide by C, so C and C cancel, it become V by R multiply by C and 0 by C. So actually we can say that common C or divide all the C, all term by the C value, so it become dV by dt plus V by RC equal to 0. Now the term dV by dt equal to, we will V by RC we will put in other side of equal, so it become minus V by RC. Now the term dV and V we will put in one side of equal and dt by RC in other side, so it become dV by V equal to, so V and dt will be interchange, so it become dV by V equal to minus 1 upon RC dt. So it is the first order differential equation for source free RC circuit. By integrating both the side, so we get here the dV by V, we will integrate both the side with the respect of V and T, so we get log V, because it is 1 upon V integration, then it is log V equal to minus T by RC plus log A is the constant, so we will get finally V of T equal to A e raised to minus T by RC, because we removing log, so we are taking the anti-log in both the side, so we will get V of T equal to A e raised to minus T by RC. So if V of 0 equal to V0, then the V of T equal to V of 0 e raised to minus T by RC. So it is V0 e raised to minus T by tau. So when the T greater than or equal to 0, So the time t equal to RC. So it is called V0 is the initial voltage across the capacitor at the time t equal to 0, and RC is called the time. If the initial voltage across the capacitor is Vt0 at t equal to 0, then Vt equal to Vt0 e raised to minus t0 upon Rc when t greater than or equal to t0. So by this, the natural response is the natural response of circuit referred to the behavior in term of voltage and current of the circuit itself with no external source of excitation. The time constant t of a circuit, it is the time required for the response to decay by a factor of 1 upon e, or 36.8 percentage of initial value. So here the time constant t equal to RC. The time constant of a circuit, the time constant t of RC circuit is equal to the multiplication of R and capacitor, resistor and capacitor. The time required for a circuit to reach its final state or steady state is 5 times of time constant. So according to table, we putting t equal to some value to find the v of t divided by v0. So here we will get for just t equal to 0.36, 2t equal to 0.13, 3t equal to 0.49, 4t equal to 0.018, and 5 equal to 0.006. So almost there is a no transient, it will be as a steady state. So v of t take about 5 times to the decay to be less than 1% of v0. Hence it's take 5 times for the circuit to reach its final or steady state value. So here is the graph between v and v0. So v of t starting from v0 and it reaches to up to its steady state after the 5 times of time constant. So this is the value of v of t in this 2 point is v0 e raised to minus t by time constant. After that it will be steady. So this example is applicable for fan. Like we put high speed fan on the 0.5 and and the maximum speed is 2000 rpm. When we on the switch, so whatever the value of RC, it will take time to get the maximum speed of the fan. When we just start the fan switch, it will be not started at the 2000 rpm, but it will take some time to reach 2000 rpm. So this is the time required to fan speed become 2000 rpm. This is called time constant and its transient state. After it reach the steady state condition, its fan speed is constant. But before the steady state, it is a transient state. So likewise here. So graphical determination of time constant. So the time constant can be depreciated, or we can find in a way that it is the intersection of the tangent line at t equal to 0 with the time axis. So we have different value here. It is v by v0, and this is the time constant value. For this particular point, we will put the t value and also the v by v0 value. So we will get, by using this equation, vt equal to v0 e raised to minus t by t. So it is v by v0 equal to e raised to minus t by time constant. So after the derivation or differentiation, d by dt equal to v by v0 equal to minus 1 upon time constant e raised to minus t by time constant. So it is almost 1 upon 1 minus 1 upon time constant. This graph is different, so we can find it is very fast or very slow. So we can comment on the various value of time constant. If the small time constant, the fast the system responds. A circuit with a small time constant give a fast system response in that it reaches the steady state quickly due to the quick dissipation of energy stored. So energy dissipated in a resistor of RC circuit. The capacitor with an initial voltage stored energy in terms of electrical field. This stored energy will be dissipated gradually in the resistor. So the initial stored energy in capacitor, so W equal to 1 half CV square of T, and the time is from current present time to is charging time. It means it will charge in the past. So our limit is minus infinity to 0. So it is stored energy will be dissipated in register. So whenever it is stored, so it energy stored, its limit is from past to present. So it means minus infinity to 0. So it is 1 half c v0 square. Now this energy will be dissipated in register. So energy dissipated in register of RC circuit. So energy dissipated in the register is IR of t equal to V of t divided by R, but we know the V of t equal to V0 e raised to minus t by time constant divided by R. So power of resistor equal to P equal to VI. So P of t equal to V multiplied by IR. So V equal to or V square by R. So here we will use I equal to V by R. So it is power equal to V square by R. So P of t equal to V0 square multiply e raised to minus 2t upon time constant divided by R. So WR of t equal to integration 0 to t p dv. So it is up to the time it is energy dissipated. So it is 0 to t v0 square upon r e raised to minus 2t by 2v by time constant multiplied by dv. So it is after the integration, it is time constant t multiply with the v0 square e raised to minus 2v by time constant divided by 2r, and we will put the limit 0 to t. So first we will put limit t minus limit 0. So it is 1 by 2 cv0 square. So after putting the t, it is 1 in this v. So and minus we putting 0, so it is e raised to minus 2t by time constant, and the time constant in RC circuit is time constant equal to R multiplied by C. The energy dissipated in resistor up to the infinite time, so it is WR infinity equal to 1 half C V0 square. So we will get 1 half CV square. The summary of source free RC circuit. The key to working with the source free RC circuit, the initial voltage VT0 equal to V0 across the capacitor, time constant equal to RC, and Vt equal to V0 e raised to minus T0 upon time constant. Summary of source free RC circuit. Both the current and the voltage in element of source free RC circuit are in the form of x of t equal to k e raised to minus t minus t0 upon time constant. K is the voltage or current at the t equal to t0. The time constant T is the product of the capacitance and the resistance, so it is time constant equal to RC. As T approaches infinity, the work designed in the resistor becomes CV0, which equal 1 half CV0 square, which equal the initial energy stored in the capacitor. This result demonstrates that the capacitor does not consume but only store energy. So now this is the one example. In this, the resistor equal to 5 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm, and unknown Ix and Vx and also Vc, and the capacitor value is 0.1 Faraday. In this figure, let voltage of capacitor equal to 15 volt. Find V of C, V of X, and current of load Ix for the t greater than 0. The equivalent resistance at the capacitor terminal, so it is 8 ohm and 12 ohm is in series, so it will become 20 ohm, and 20 ohm and 5 ohm in the parallel. So when two resistors are in the parallel, so it will be multiply, so multiply divide by addition of both, so it become 20 multiplied by 5, so it is 5, this is 20, so 20 multiply with the 5 divide by 20 plus 5, so R equivalent equal to 20 multiplied by 5 equal to 100 and 20 plus 5 equal to 25, so 100 divided by 25 equal to 4 ohm. Now the time constant equal to T equal to R into C, but here the resistor we will take the R equivalent, so R equivalent multiplied by C, so R equivalent equal to 4 and the capacitor equal to 0.1, so the time constant equal to 4 multiplied by 0.1, so it become 0.4 second, so our time constant equal to 0.4 second. Now we know the voltage of capacitor Vc equal to V0 e raised to minus t by time constant. So already we know the total V is 15 volt. We will put in this equation. So it is 15 initial voltage, then e raised to minus t divided by time constant equal to 0.4. So it become Vc equal to 15 e raised to minus t by zero point 0.4 volt. If given, find the capacitor voltage at the 4 seconds. So we will put t equal to 4. But here the only we have to give a equation. Now the Vx. So by applying voltage divider rule, so we already studied how to use voltage divider rule. So whatever voltage is here Vc, we have to find Vx. So the voltage divider rule is total voltage Vc multiply by whatever we have to find resistor voltage. So Vc multiply by 12 divide by total voltage. So it is 8 plus 12. So here total V, this is R1, this is R2. So we have to find the voltage at R2. So the equation equal to V multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So here V equal to Vc, R1 equal to 8 ohm and R2 equal to 12 ohm. So we will put here. So Vx become 12 multiplied by Vc divided by 12 plus 8. So 12 divided by 20, it means 0.6, and the Vc equal to 15 e raised to minus 2.5 t. So it become 9 e raised to minus 2.5 t voltage, and the Ix equal to Vx by 12. So Vx equal to 9 e raised to minus 2.5 t divided by 12. So it become Ix equal to 0.75 e raised to minus 2.5 t, t divided by 0.4. So it become 2.5. So in this video lecture we studied the source free RC circuit and its one example. In next video lecture we will study the source free RL circuit and its example. So you can do a homework by changing this value of resistor from, this is 6 ohm, this is 12, and this is 3 ohm, and you can do this example again as a homework for your better understanding. So we studied the source free RC circuit in this video lecture. Thank you.